Well, happy Monday, everybody. It's December something or other. 14th, I think. 15th. Sorry. It's December 15th. And I've had this is why we can't have nice things video that I did coming to you live from the fireplace. And I did, hey, here's a little fireside chat, and I gave a little history on that. A friend of mine / coworker, Greg Wheeler, said, hey, why don't you do more of those, more sort of positive things, especially with Christmas right around the corner, as of today, 10 days around the corner. So I thought what I would do, I'm going to show you a little something here, something that's near and dear to my heart, music. I'm going to do the anatomy of a drum set. Check this out. This drum set belongs to a friend of mine, Chris. This is a PDP made by DW. You can see down here, the Drum Workshops makes PDP drums. This is a maple set. You see right there? PDP custom maple by DW. A lot of your professionals use DW. The thing is, if you're familiar with Gibson guitars at all, you can buy a Epiphone guitar. Gibson owns Epiphone, but you're paying less money, but you're still getting a very good quality guitar. Same thing here. PDP's made by Drum Workshops. You're getting a very good drum set, but you're not paying as much. And if you can look and see, it fades from black on into the cream color. That's kind of pretty, neat looking. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back here. Oh, let me show you this. Actually snare drum, the pork pie. Now this is an aftermarket. It's a very deep snare drum, gives it a good tone, and there you can see the pork pie. So this is my friend Chris Pickle's drum set, and he decided with aftermarket to go with that pork pie snare, and it actually really does sound good. So now is for the portion where I give you the anatomy of the drums. So here we go. So this is a 5-piece set, and what that simply means is you have a snare drum, 2 rack toms, and a floor tom. So the snare drum is your one. Sounds like that until you raise the snares up, which are literally cables down here underneath on the resonant head. You have a top head and a bottom head. Your top head is the one you strike, and the bottom head is the resonant head. Well, with the snare, as you notice there, with the snares engaged, it gave it that sound. Well, if I disengage them, it sounds like a tom. See the difference? So you want your snare engaged. Bam. So snare drum, rack toms, floor toms, bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. That's a 5-piece drum set. That's all you'll ever need. A lot of professionals use 4. So they'll have 1 rack tom up here, and then they'll have their floor tom, or they'll have 2 floor toms, because they want that deeper George of the Jungle sort of sound. Next step up, if you're right-handed, you're going to play the hi-hat with your right hand like this. Or if you're over here on the right cymbal, because you're on the chorus usually, you're going to manipulate the hi-hat with your left foot, like I'm doing right now. It's 2 cymbals that come together like this. If you've ever seen on the movies this little monkey with so imagine like that. Bam. Then you got your crash cymbal, and then you got your ride cymbal. Depending on where you hit it, will alter the sound. If you're hitting it out here, get more of that sort of jazzy feel. If I hit it on the bell, it pierces through the chorus better. And if I hit it right on the crease where the bell sort of planes out onto the regular cymbal, I can get that real good ping ping sound. Like on We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister, when they're on the chorus, you can just hear him banging away and it sounds like $1,000,000. In any case, that's the anatomy of a drum set. Your bass drum is going to be manipulated by your right foot if you are right-handed. Like I said, hi-hat, left foot. Right hand will be on the hi-hat, left hand will be on the snare drum. And so a real simple beat would be like this, if you're learning. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's each note is a quarter on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bass snare, bass snare. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I double time it on the hi-hat, see that? The bass and the snare did not change. They're both still doing basically half notes. Now when I do a roll, what you see there? You crash on the ride cymbal, and you crash with the bass drum together, like that, at the end of your roll. But no matter what I'm doing, this beat stayed the same, if you notice, just because I added that. See how the bass and the snare still maintain that? And then when you do a roll, the hi-hat continues going. No matter what fancy stuff you're doing, you're still the timekeeper. The drummer is the timekeeper. And you don't want to get off beat because then the rest of the band's going to get off beat and everything just sounds like complete ass. There it is. C-Dub giving you the anatomy of a drum set. Have a happy December. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. C-Dub out.